Need for a password to secure stuff that has to be stored securely begets a need to store securely the password itself. It's possible to remember one password like this, but what about a dozen of them? Since it's a good practice to have a secure, long and unique password for everything that can be password locked, it's a problem. Solution is usually called a password manager. It's a software designed to store passwords and other valuable pieces of data that are best kept secret. There are two major categories of password managers, local and cloud-based. Local solutions are mainly KeePass forks. For desktop usage, arguably the best is KeePass XC. It's written in C++ and uses Qt Toolkit, which is cross-platform and allows it to run smoothly on Windows, Linux and macOS. Its closest competitor, KeyWeb, has a fancier UX, but it's built using JavaScript, so it has a bigger attack surface and thus not very recommended. KeePass XC uses locally stored KDBX encrypted database file format to store your secrets. Here are some of its pros. Two-factor authentication via security tokens like YubiKey or key files, in addition to your master password. Secure browser integration, secure password generator. Code is open source, mature and well maintained. Automatic database backups on any changes you make to your vault. No central point of failure. There is no singular cloud provider. Supports data to keystroke password input so that your passwords or other sensitive data will not go through the clipboard. It's free of charge. But nothing is perfect, so these are downsides of using KeePass XC. Firstly, no mobile platform support. You need to use another app that can read KDBX files. Strongbox on iOS and KeePass to Android or KeePass DX for Android phones. Cloud syncing is out of scope of the app itself, so you need to set up your own sync. You can use Google Drive, Dropbox, Proton Drive, or any other similar solution. If you decide to go for KeePass XC as your password manager, here are some useful tips. Use long and unique master password. For Cloud Sync, you can add another layer of protection using Boxcryptor. It's an app that adds additional layer of encryption to your cloud setup and ensures that it is really zero knowledge, meaning that your cloud provider can't access contents of your cloud. Enable a setting that will create a backup file every time you change contents of your vault. Avoid storing big files in the database because it makes sync unnecessarily long. Develop a healthy habit of backing up your vault on a USB stick regularly, because when you sync a database, if you corrupt it locally, it will also poison your cloud-based vault. For cloud-based password managers, there are some notable projects that offer nice UX and provide a good level of security. 1Password is probably the most popular. It has a lot of features and a solid track record, a lot of all-green security audits and no known security incidents. Same goes for ProtonPass, which emerged recently but has grown to what's considered to be a viable competitor to 1Password. And if you want a self-hosted cloud-based solution, you can look at Bitwarden project, which offers an affordable cloud-based plan as well as free self-hosted version. But self-hosting itself is not free, so you are either paying a subscription fee or paying for a VPS and manage it yourself. Pros of using cloud-based password managers. They are easy to use, they have cross-platform support including mobile apps, no need to set up sync and backups manually. Major projects have embedded data breach monitoring functionality, meaning that when another website leaks its database and your password is compromised, you will know it pretty fast. Providers usually do regular updates and take their cybersecurity seriously. And here are the cons. Cloud-based centralized secret storages are very lucrative for hackers, and sometimes they get hacked. LastPass was compromised for a few times, resulting in massive sensitive data leaks. No possible way to be sure that storage is really zero knowledge. Even if a vendor claims it is, there is no way to be 100% confident that it's true. Inside job vulnerability. If an employee of a cloud-based service is compromised, it's not an impossible situation when certain users' data is stolen, and company would probably try to sweep it under the rug to save face and retain its customer base. Which solution to use is for you to decide based on your threat model. If you're a power user and you suspect that you could be targeted by some advanced threat actor, if you're a journalist, politician or an activist, I suggest you use KeePass XC to own all your data and mitigate possible insider threats. If your risks are mitigated by the boredom of your life, or you are not sure about your OPSEC skills and just want an easy-to-use solution, 1Password or ProtonPass would probably be the best options for you.